But we must begin to understand that in a concept of forming inside our community a united front, a black united front, which engulfs every sector, every facet, and every person inside our community working for the benefit of black people.
I see all about me tangible evidence that white racism is alive and well. Howard Beach, Bensonhurst, the Flatbush Fruit Market boycott, the scourge of AIDS, drugs, unemployment, poverty, miseducation, jails and prisons overflowing with our young men and a host of other maladies. These are the 1,000 points of light we see in the black community. And despite the conciliatory words of our recently elected mayor, blacks are barely discernible in this glorious mosaic about which we hear so much. Your Honor, America's priorities are focused tragically on what she perceives as the big picture. Saving the environment, balancing the budget, putting billion-dollar telescopes in outer space, loving up the Russians, beating up on little nations like Grenada and Panama and so forth, while at the same time continuing to ignore the number one problem, the problem that will eventually destroy America. That problem is white racism. And America has just about run out of time for solving it. The destruction of black nationalist groups in the 60s and 70s, as the Republic of New Africa, the Black Panther Party, the Revolutionary Action Movement, and the Black Liberation Army, only served a little more time for white America to continue her genocidal war against black America. Your Honor, I think it both fitting and proper to say in this forum that the actions of the U.S. government against those organizations and others like them was a mistake for which a terrible price will have to be paid. As I stand here in this courtroom today, seeking justice and fair play, a few miles from here, the great South African freedom fighter Nelson Mandela spoke in Harlem to thousands of black people who had gathered there to show their love and respect for this heroic brother, for his role in leading the struggle of his people for freedom and justice. Nelson Mandela's name is known throughout the world, and in his native continent of America, he is considered a hero. Here in America, our children are taught the names and deeds of men whom this nation calls its heroes. Names like George Washington, Patrick Henry, Paul Revere, Alexander Hamilton, Thomas Jefferson. They do not learn the names and deeds of such revolutionary figures as Nat Turner, Gabriel Prosser, Denmark Vesey. Unfortunately, these brave men, who also fought for freedom and justice for their people during the period of slavery, were guilty of being black and in America. Thus, American history has banned them and so many others like them from its pages, and their great deeds go largely unknown and unrewarded. Your Honor, I stand here today guilty of one crime, and one crime only, and that is I too am black and in America. Although I have chosen to plead guilty to the charge of jumping bail, I think it is important for the record to show that this decision in no way changes or compromises my political briefs or commitments. I say again, lest there be any doubt in anyone's mind, I am innocent of all charges. I am a victim of the FBI's infamous counterintelligence program, a political prisoner, one of America's many separated from my people and my people's struggle. Your Honor, I offer no apologies for what I am or what I believe in. This white racist society must bear the responsibility for who I am, for whatever course of action I deem necessary to take in the pursuit of my human rights and those of my people. Your Honor, I do not ask for sympathy. I do not ask for understanding. I ask only for justice. Your Honor, I wish to thank this court for allowing me the opportunity to speak in this forum. And in concluding my remarks, I would like to make one final point. I believe beyond a doubt that black people in America are in the most precarious position we have ever known in terms of the threat to our continued existence in this country. There is absolutely no doubt in my mind that there is a plot, a conspiracy on the part of the United States government to completely destroy black people. A final solution that the majority of people, white people, would find acceptable as well as desirable. I'll say we will fight to defeat the scheme by any means necessary. And once that is done, we will decide ourselves what type of relationship we as a nation of black people will establish with white America. At that time, and for the first time, we will be talking with white America as equals from a position of power, black power.
Black power.